Hey guys, welcome to Buhay Abroad and welcome back to another episode of How Fellow Filipinos Experience Life Abroad, where we feature inspiring people with their amazing stories. I'm your host, Anya Vanessa Peter. For this episode, please welcome Filipino-German entrepreneur, Chris Ledesma. Hey Chris.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So in 2012, you and your partner launched Tasty Donuts and successfully sold it a few years later. Can you tell us more about yourself, how the idea for Tasty Donuts came about?
The idea for Tasty Donuts was it's an easy idea. You always need to find missing pieces when you look around, just walk about your life and always see, okay, where could I add something to my environment, to my society? And in that case, it was like, okay, we don't have a donut shop in our city. So I figured, okay, yeah, it's a good idea. And then we was like, okay, let's give it a try. So we emailed Dunkin' Donuts in America, and they were like, okay, we need a certain amount of money, which we didn't have at that time. And it was way too expensive for us. So we figured, okay, why not do it on your own? And that was the turning point when thinking you could actually just do it on your own. I was no chef, and my partner either. We were both out of the music industry. We didn't know how to bake. From the idea until we opened it up, it was 4 months without having a clue what we got ourselves into.
Wow.
But we were very thoughtful and very passionate about it. So at the end, it was successful just because we actually tried. We gave it our best every step of the way. And it was a missing piece, and therefore it was successful. And after, let's say, maybe 2 years, we opened up 30 shops within 4 countries within 2 years, and then we sold it.
Oh wow, amazing. So in which countries were you guys still able to sell your donuts?
We sold them in Austria, Switzerland, Netherlands, and now they're in Romania and everywhere, but at that time, and those were our key countries we went to.
What a success. And you mentioned earlier that you guys had no idea about baking. So how did you figure that out?
We called another friend of ours who was working in a bakery, and he gave us a few hints and lessons, and we put a donut machine in the living room. It was a really small apartment, like a 2-room apartment of my friend's house. His wife hated us for that.
I can imagine.
We put it in the middle of the living room, and we tried, and then we figured, okay, that didn't work out, so we had to outsource it and get it from somewhere else. But yeah, that was actually how it went. We just tried and did it. And many people came into our shop and was like, okay, that was such a great idea. I had the idea. And then I figured, okay, so many people actually had the idea. And after the years and years and many other ventures, I figured, okay, if you actually have a good idea, dare to actually do it. Many people ask me, okay, what could you give me? What kind of advice could you give me? My advice would be, try it and do it, and don't be scared of the consequences.
Yeah, that's so true. Just follow through, execution, and
I don't want to throw around with quotes, but at the end of the day, it's hard work. Yeah, basically.
That's so true. But besides Tasty Donuts, you also have some other ventures, which is Die Werksküche, which is this location here, and also Chrisco Entertainment. Can you tell us more about that?
I've always been a very passionate guy. I always loved being in the music industry and having fun. I tend to have my mind on so many projects, being creative. On the one side, it's a curse and it's a blessing. On the other side, it's always important to be passionate, but you also have to have sane people around me who put the pieces together, which I just blast out. It also takes a lot of time. Creative processes take a lot of time, and I need somebody who takes what I created and puts it into place where it should be, so I can work completely alone. And if you know that, and if you accept that and embrace that, you could actually use it for yourself. It works for yourself when you acknowledge, okay, I need help in this and this and this sector of my life or of my doing, and then when it comes together, something great could come out of that. It started off as a dancer. I've been dancing, and you know, we Filipinos like to dance and like to have something to do with music. And I was partly successful, but my German side creeped up to me and was like, you need to do something long-term with your life. The call I got from my friend got me out of this just doing something for my passion and actually doing something financially a success. At the end of the day, we need to pay our bills.
That's
and
true.
following your passion could be a good thing. You could be happy about it. But if you also want to build something sustainable for you, your life, your family, your loved ones, which you want to provide for, you need to put it into a more professional, let's say, casing. Crisco Entertainment is still my passionate side, my music side of things. And the company of my father, my German father, was Arnold Muller and Co. So all of his corporates, and his company name was Amco. So since he died, I was like, okay, let's do a homage to him, and I'll just name my company Crisco. So it's Crisco and all of the people I get to add to my talent. Since I know my flaws and I know where I need help, and that's why I stand for you never stand alone. It's always the quality of your success is always of the quality of the partners you choose and the friends you have around you and the vibe you surround yourself, which always ends in success if you choose properly. And I'm very thankful because I always had my family, my friends who gave me good advice and the people I work with and surround myself with. And that's Crisco Entertainment. Speaking of all of the great partnerships I had in my life so far, from Tasty Donuts, which we sold in 2014, we started a franchise agency. After that, we came across another venture, which we scaled up to 10 shops in also 3 countries. This was Telly's TST, which is a pasta franchise, which we also sold after approximately 2 years. And today we're sitting in the Werksküche, which is an event location, catering company, and a canteen for the businesses in the house. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Wow, so many ventures and so many things you're doing. Really amazing. And you also just mentioned earlier that your German side creeped up on you. So,
which it always does.
What do you think? Are you more Filipino? Are you more German? Are you like a hybrid, or?
I am a hybrid, and as a Filipino would say, I'm a mestizo, which I'm very proud of, which makes me me, but it took me a very long time to accept that. So I also have I'll show you my tattoos later. So on my stomach it says mestizo because this is my middle, and I always had a hard time finding my middle. It's always a battle of the extremes of being totally passionate or being totally sane. After a time, I embraced being me as you said, as a hybrid. But yes, I am more German. I feel totally German because I grew up here. And my papers say I'm German. I didn't get my other papers yet. Many greetings to the consulate. I'll get my dual citizenship one day or another. I just take the positive things out of both worlds. Like I like being totally passionate about things, and on the other side I also overthink them a lot, so I take the both out of both worlds.
Yeah, that's so true, because even me, like, I think I'm also half German, half Filipino, and sometimes I feel like I want to pursue my dreams and goals, but at the same time there's like this German side of me saying, no, think of your pension, you need to be reasonable, don't do that, it's not safe, you need to think of your future. But then the other side is like, no, you have to live now, you have to go now after your dreams and chase. So I totally get you. Are there any Filipino words you know? Or what's your favorite Filipino word?
My favorite Filipino, guapo. That's what I heard from my family. It's always been guapo, and there are many words I know, but there are a few like childhood memories, like taho.
Oh yeah.
And you hardly see it. Like when you're around Makati, then you don't hear taho at all.